I want to use an Excel sheet to keep track of my spending. For whatever expenses I do, it will deduct from the savings bucket. Whatever amount you have in the bank, hopefully is updated here. As you spend, it will deduct. This is for fixed deposit, where you have a name of the bank. So on the first few rows, I will say this is a savings, and maybe this is a personal current account. Then you have a start date, you have an end date. Month is the duration of your fixed deposit, the rate of the fixed deposit, amount you want to deposit, maturity amount after the FD is over, and interest gain. Here is for the system message. Highlight the entire row, go to Format Cell, Fill, Effects. Perhaps I would like to have a orange color. Choose this and say OK. The first two rows, you may have any other banks, savings, or current account. Same thing, color it. Wonderful. So let's put in some maybe 44.67 or maybe 1000 here. Great. Now for the row 6 onwards, we will key in the fixed deposits. System message can be error or can be anything you want to put here. Suppose I change this to maybe 9. If I keep changing the dates here or make a mistake, I have to keep changing this month and manually calculate this, which I don't want. So here we are going to add in intelligence. For a month, compare the dates here and fit number of months here. To do this, we use a function called dateDiff. Compare C6, D6, and you're comparing month equal to 11. Now if I change this back to 10, it will show you 12. Here I want to color it. You are not going to edit this. It will automatically calculate for you. The interest is G6 times F6 percentage. Multiply E6 divided by 12. Can you see? This is the interest and this is the maturity amount. Maturity amount is also based on this interest, G6 plus. If let's say this is 2021, then we'll have a problem here. Can you see? So I'm going to add in more checkings so that it is much more smarter to be able to tell there's an error. I will introduce 4 formulas. This is the if. It checks whether a condition is met and returns true or otherwise is false. Text. It converts a value to a text. The next formula is called date value. Converts a date in the form of text to a number. Next is error. Check whether a value is an error. Lastly, and. Checks whether all the arguments are true and return true, or if all the arguments are false, it return false. The if is error. Date value of text format. I'm converting it to a text to fit inside the date value, day, month, year. If this is an error, return 0. If it is not an error, return this entire thing. And then what happened? When the formula gets too big, we will get confused. I need to copy this and do the whole thing for D. I need to put in a less than sign because the start date must be before the end date. I place it here. I change this to a D. Since the formula has gotten this long, it is impossible for you to read the entire line. To read the entire line, what you can do is press alternate and enter. Now that I have the comparison, if this is less than this, I need to fit into the end. And this is less than this. New line, close it. Now this is more readable, right? Enter is false. Why? Because this is 2021. Now let's change this to 2023 and see what happens. Now that's true. That's wonderful. Now that's not over yet because I need to use this if statement here so that it gives you a proper message instead of true and false. Let's go back here again. And we're going to fit in if. Right. If it is true, I want to show the month. If it is false, if I were to purposely put an error here, now you have this thing called date range error. Instead of this color, you may want to put some other color like conditional formatting here. You can go here and say highlight cell rules, something that text that contains error. You want it to be light red. Yeah, that will highlight an error has occurred with the date. Let's go back here and change it to 3. You can also change the color to a green or something. Let's say I put in an A here. You want a proper message. If this number E6, then you do this. Otherwise, just put empty will do. Done. You may also want to do the same for the interest. You may also want to have some message here that C6 to be a date. Done. Use conditional formatting, highlight cells, text contain, expect. I will give you a very nice pink color. Let's say I put in maybe A. Yeah, you got this error message here. The next thing I want to put in another a message here to check whether start date is before end date. Done. When you make another row here, gross savings is equal to sum of H6, where is it up to? H7, plus C4, the savings, and the current account, C5. Sometimes you don't get the same amount. What you need to do is to say like so, and they'll give you, instead of numbers, they give you text. Matured, if today are greater than or equal to D6, then you just say matured. Otherwise, this FD is still active. Now, I'm going to copy this equals to today. Can you see? It turns to matured. So this is how you keep track of your FD using an Excel sheet. If you have many banks, you couldn't be logging into all the banks just to check one by one. You can actually create an Excel sheet here to manage your balances, account balances. You can have more banks, you can have bank 2 and etc. Another way to display error messages is to highlight a particular cell, let's say the start date, go to your data tab, data validation, and click on this data validation. Go to settings, select the date must be less than. When you see this icon, it's meant for you to enter the cell. Say I want this to be D6. Go to the error message. Error message is start date. Start date must before end date. This tab is a tooltip. You can write down the tooltip for this cell when your mouse is over it. Something like this. Okay? And press enter. Okay. Can you see? Once your mouse is over this cell is highlighted and the tooltip appears. If I were to change this date to be greater than the end date, let me say 2032, you get a pop-up message. Start date must before end date. Then you can retry again. Or you can cancel. However, doing so could be a little bit annoying. Every time a pop-up pops up here. If you like pops up, do it this way. If you don't like pops up, you write your error message directly inside the cell without any pop-up that prevent you from further editing. Go back to data validation, click on this. You have this message here. And if you say warning, it turns into a different icon. Let's try it one more time. Start date must before end date. Continue, no, cancel. Yes, continue, you accept. Because it's just a warning. Let's go back to data validation. And now we go for information. If you have an error, it just gives you an information, okay or cancel. So this is all I want to share with you. So you have a great day. Goodbye.